everyone, I'm Emma, a certified dog trainer.
And I'm Kirsten, a certified dog behavior consultant.
And this is Dog Chats. Join us as we chat about dog behavior, having fun with your dogs, and building relationships. We will offer practical advice and a bit of humor.
Hello and welcome to episode 18. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
I don't know about you, but I have cold, wet feet, which I hate. My boots are wet. My hair is wet. I'm already sick of winter. I need some warm.
Did you just get out of the shower?
Oh my goodness. No, I just walked from my car to your house. I need some warm weather cheer and some more ideas for indoor games because my dogs and I are going nuts.
Great. So this is part 2 of what we did back in December of some games to play when the days are dark and it's
Wintry.
raining or stormy outside.
And I've done an awful lot of eating and sitting around.
Yes,
So I'm
well,
hoping
there's that
that you could start me off with something a little bit active that I could do with my dogs. I'm gonna give me a little nugget of something fun.
Well, I don't know if this actually doesn't have so much energy in it because you're just sitting on the floor.
Well, that's perfect.
There you go.
That's what I got.
So this one, we're actually going to do a little bit of flicking some food to our dogs, right?
Okay.
So kibble is great for this because it's hard and it kind of rolls a little bit. So you just get a bunch of kibble, and this can be done 2 ways. If you have good mat work and your dog has a good down, you can have them on a down on the floor in front of you. Mm-hmm. And then it's better done on like wooden floor or tile floor because carpet, the kibble might stick. And you just have some kibble in front of you, and then you just try and flick it in between the dog's 2 front paws.
Oh, funny.
So it doesn't
like a
matter.
goalpost.
Yeah, like a goalpost. It's the kibble is the soccer ball, and or football to us in Europe, and then you just flick it to see if you can get it in between the dog's 2 paws.
I love it.
Right, and then if you're doing a really good family game, you might all move back a little bit.
Oh.
And see if you can get it a little further away.
And see if your dog can catch it.
And see if your dog can catch it. Yeah, and it doesn't matter if it doesn't go in there and the dog gets up.
Yeah.
Then you just go back. So the other version of that game, if your dog doesn't have a great down and doesn't like to be in a stay for whatever reason, this is a game, so we want it to be fun for your dog too. You can just be on one side of the room and just flick the treats off to the other direction and have your dog go get it, and then flick one off in the other direction. And here I am, like, you can't see me, but I'm actually flicking with my finger. So that's a really nice game, just to kind of, you're getting some movement from your dog if you do it standing up, or you can have it sort of as a family game, who can have the most goals in between the dog paws.
So fun.
That's one of my favorites. I like that one a lot.
Oh, that's a great idea. I was thinking about doing more scenting with boxes. And I don't know about you, but since I don't go out this time of year and I order everything.
You go out.
Well, not much. I don't really, I'm not a big shopper anyway, unless it's online.
Yeah.
So then I have all these great, I don't want to call it a certain company, but I have a lot of certain company that starts with an A boxes.
And after the holidays, you probably have more of those, right?
Yeah. So I save up my boxes. I will take a little treat and I don't put the treat right in the box because then that box is kind of contaminated with the treat smell, right? But I'll put the treat in something else, like in a small dish or in a little pouch or something. And then I put the boxes in a line while my dog is watching. At first I let them see, and then I let them go and say search, and when they find the box that has the treat, I let them eat that treat, and then I give them a second treat for doing the find.
In the container?
In the container. And then we make it harder. Then we say, okay, you did it when they're in a line. Now we're going to scatter them around. And it becomes this really fun search game. And you might even have your dog in another room while you spread the boxes out. And you could, like, if you're not an online orderer like myself, you could use tea boxes or cracker boxes. Like, it doesn't have to be
Tupperware. If you want to have the dogs have all the Tupperware.
Yeah. Just make sure it's got a hole. Like, I have some clients who sometimes will use Tupperware upside down. And it's hard to find that treat if they can't smell it. Yeah.
Do you use the same box all the time to put the container in?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get contaminated again.
Yes. And when you say contaminated, what does that mean?
So the scent will really get on that one box. And if I start putting the treat in a different box, that's confusing for the dog.
Yes.
Because they're going to smell that treat was just in there.
And now it's not.
And then they feel tricked.
Yes.
So this is just a great way to start your dog on some drug sniffing, bomb detection work. And you could always go the next step and do a noseworks class somewhere, or start adding your own oils, but that's a podcast for another day.
Yes. That's a great one to get some energy and mental stimulation
Yeah.
too on one of those days where you don't want to go out or your dog doesn't want to go out.
Yeah.
My next pick then is just a game that orientates your dog to you. And if you've worked with either one of us, you've probably done this a bunch of times, where you will just stand. I'll do the easy version of it first. You just stand in one position and you throw a treat out in one direction. And then your dog comes back into you, and then the next piece of kibble goes off the other direction. You keep going back and forth on those two directions, like you don't kind of go forward and then backwards. You just kind of, I'm trying to explain
Like
this
a
properly.
pendulum.
Like a pendulum, thank you.
Yeah.
So you throw a treat out, your dog gets it. On their way back, they see you starting to swing your other arm out the other way. They go get it there, and then they come back.
Nice.
And if you have worked with us, you've probably seen us too. If your dog is really great and won't knock you over, you can try it just in between your ankles, throwing the treat one direction, turning around, and then having your dog go the other direction. So it adds a
fun.
little bit of fun in there too.
So then it's like a tunnel.
It's like a little bit of a tunnel. And that one, I tell you, for Kiva, when she's just got a little bit of energy in the evening, and she's 6 now, so it's not, it's not often she has crazy energy, but she has a little bit of like, ooh, I got some energy and I don't know what to do with it. I'll just play that in the kitchen, just back and forth. And man, after about 5 minutes, she's like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Done. That's all I needed.
Because they're using their nose to find it.
Yes.
They're moving their bodies. They're
Yes.
tracking you. It's bringing them away from you and back to you. I love that orientation.
Yeah, so that even for, think about it, it's not just a game we're just playing to get some energy off. We're also working on orientating back to you, which is when you're out there in the world, that's what you want.
I love that relationship.
I love your next one.
Yeah.
You're going to call it tea party.
Tea party. I did this last night because it was cold and now it's like dark at 4:45, right? And I made myself a cup of tea, and all the dogs were in the kitchen looking at me because every time I walk in the kitchen, they're like, "What are we eating now, Mom?" And so I took out some broth. I had some beef broth, and I read.
I'm just laughing because in the winter, that's what we do. We keep going back to the
Right?
kitchen to find something else.
Oh yeah. Well, it's 5:00. It's time for second dinner, right? So anyway, I read the directions on the broth box to make sure I didn't over broth them, and I literally took out mugs.
Yes.
And I heated up the broth, and I gave each of the dogs mugs, and I sat on the floor with them on a pillow, and I drank my tea, and they licked out of their mugs, and I was so happy.
So sweet.
So that was my tea party.
That's
It was
awesome.
really cute, yeah.
That's really cute. I love that. I love that one. And you're also going to tell us now about some musical hoops you do.
Yeah.
I like that game a lot too.
Yeah, so well, I was a former PE teacher, so I just happened to own 15 hula hoops. Not everybody has 15 hula hoops. But if you didn't have hula hoops, you could do pillows, right?
Okay, and I have to understand that now, how hula hoops and pillows are the same thing.
Oh, because if they're on the side. So the hula hoop on the ground is just like a marker.
Oh, yes, so it's just marking the
Just
spot.
marking. And
Okay,
if you
you're not
didn't-
holding it up.
No, and you could use just like towels on the ground.
Maybe you could use tape or
You could use tape, but that's not as fun to sit on. Like, I think
Oh.
dogs like something like more visual.
well, you have to explain it to me because
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead
Okay,
going, what else
so-
could you do a circle?
So here's the idea of musical chairs. Have you played musical chairs?
Yes,
Okay, well, not everybody, I don't know, maybe they don't do that in Ireland.
Yes, that we do.
That we do. So you know how if there's 10 people at a party, you line up 9 chairs, and then you're walking around the chairs, and when the music stops, you have to get to the spot,
Yes.
chair. And I have to go back a step and say this is Ian Dunbar's game. I
Okay.
took a
Yes,
games
yes,
class with
yes.
him many years ago, and I love this. So, but instead of chairs, because the dogs don't want to go on the chairs, he had hula hoops.
Yes.
If you don't own hula hoops, put a towel down. But what your dogs learn really quickly, because you're going to play this with them, is the music is on, you're kind of dancing around, you stop the music, and then you go to the mat and sit down. And if they go to the mat and sit, they get a treat.
Uh-huh.
And you start off with a bunch of towels, and then you just take them away one by one. So at the end, there's only the one, and you and your dog are racing for
Oh,
the
I
spot.
love this one. I can't
Yeah.
wait for you to do a video on this
Yeah,
and
yeah,
put it
pretty
up on
cute.
Instagram so we can see what it looks like.
And if
too.
you have kids, or if you've been at a party and people are
Yes.
drinking, the bigger your guests can do it. But people get into this too. I love it.
And I like that too, that the kids kind of vision I would have of that too is the kids could almost play the game as well.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
So they could be doing
Yeah, or the drunken
sitting.
party guests.
Or the party guest, although
Depending,
I don't know if your dog will
Maybe we'll
appreciate
edit that part
too
out,
much.
yeah.
But yes. That's a great one. And the next one I have is just a really simple game. It's just basically a toy that your dog likes. Just put it behind your back and just ask them to go find it. Take your hands off and ask them to go find it.
Yeah.
Really, really simple. So you start like that, then maybe you have like a jacket on or something and just put it under the jacket behind you and show them your hands and say, go
So
find
cute.
it.
Yeah.
And then have them go out and find that as well. And then if they get really good with you just putting it on your person around you, then you can start putting it in different places.
Love it.
So again, kind of a seeking game, but I
Yeah.
think that's kind of nice too for them to just go find it.
I love that. One of my super smart client dogs, Aster, she can find, she's got 4 toys named, and they will say to her, they'll hide one. They'll hide them all now, and they will say, go find Otter. And she will come back with Otter. And if she comes back with the condor, they'll look and they say, that's not Otter. And she drops it, and it's so amazing what they can do.
Oh, that's great. And what was that dog's name that had like could tell which toy was
it
right?
Chase or
Yeah.
the Border Collie?
Yeah.
1,000.
Was it 1,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Chaser.
Chaser?
Chaser, yeah.
And just was able to go out and pick out whatever toy you told him to go get.
Yeah, retired
That's awesome.
psychology professor.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot of work.
Love that, Emma.
Yeah,
Love that. Okay, and then the last one we were talking about was using the yoga mat. And this could be a towel if you don't own a yoga mat.
Yes.
But rolling it up slowly. So you start with it all the way spread out.
This is when your dog is with you or without you.
Well,
Where
if
is
they
your
have a
dog?
good sit stay,
Yes.
they could do it next to you.
Okay.
They could, but I like it. I like them watching you roll it up.
Yes.
So they know what's in there. If they don't have a good sit stay, you might have to hook that leash around the chair leg or something as you're doing this. So you're imagining taking this blanket or towel or yoga mat, and it's totally flat, and you do a little row of treats, and then you roll it up, or row of kibble, and you roll it up.
Yes.
So you're rolling up. It's almost like you're making like a jelly roll. And then at the end, you're handing them this rolled up thing that they have to use their nose to unroll and get the treats as they go.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, and if they have a hard time starting it, do you help them or
I
what
do.
do you do?
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
them
I'll like show them, like, oh,
There's stuff
this is
in
here,
there. Yeah,
That's in
yeah.
here. And sometimes I'll unroll it a little bit and let them eat it and then roll it back up.
And then does the value of the treat make a difference too to them getting engaged in it?
Oh, I'm sure. And sometimes you have to hold the corner so they don't just push it all around. That's a great one if you need to check an email or something.
And there's something for them to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those are some games for you to play. Your dog has some energy or you just want to do something fun with your dog. But also we just want to talk a little bit about those rainy times. You know, here in California, Northern California, we haven't had rain for a long time. Last winter was very rainy, but before that we didn't. And I remember maybe 10 years ago when it rained here, you put on your rain gear and you went out for a walk,
Yeah,
right? It was
yeah.
no big deal. And then we got so used to not having rain that when the rain started, we were all like, we don't go out in that.
Oh, so true. Yeah.
Yeah, so if your dog doesn't mind the rain, you know, getting the rain gear on and just heading on out and having a fun time
Yeah.
together out there. Some dogs just love the rain and the puddles and,
Yeah.
you know, being from Ireland, I'm quite used to it. And it's nice now to actually have gear that you stay dry in, because when I was growing up, that wasn't the case. And just getting out there and having some fun in the rain. And if you have dogs that don't like the rain, then obviously you have to adjust. I know my Kiva girl, her eyes are squinty the whole time we're out there, and she's like, this is miserable. Like, why would I even want to do that? So I'm just going to get her out to do her business, and then we're going to have some fun in the house.
Yeah. And thinking about the gear, one of the things that I wish I did better with my dogs was get them accustomed to an umbrella when they were young and go slower with that and, you know, have the umbrella just open, not inside because I'm highly suspicious.
Yes.
But in an outdoor spot when it's not raining, upside down, having treats around it,
That's great.
letting them
That's a good
explore
idea.
it. Because my little Chihuahua mix, Neve, hates the rain. She literally can't relax enough if it's raining to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Unless
That's
she's under
hard.
my really big umbrella. And just thinking about the sensitivity that we need to have for some of the dogs that are afraid of the wind and the rain
And the
dark.
rain.
And I will say that for most of my career as a dog professional, I shunned owners who used indoor potty spots.
Yes, but we've changed on
I've
it.
totally changed
Yeah,
because that little girl, she can't relax enough in that weather to relieve herself, and that's not fair. And so I do have an indoor potty spot for her, and there's all sorts of systems. There's AstroTurf, there's washable pads, but I feel so much better about leaving her.
She has that choice.
She has that choice. Yeah.
It's because it's hard. Because I know with Buddy, once he's out under our redwood tree, he's fine. But I got to get him there.
Yeah.
He's not happy to go that far. So I kind of like that idea. I'm going to try a raincoat with him this year. Kiva hates raincoats.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I'll just say how great it is when I've gone out to clients in the last few weeks and they're talking about stuff like, oh, I'm going to create a little area there that's covered.
Yeah,
So
nice awning.
my dog can go over there and just kind of do their business. Or I had a client yesterday who was saying my dog doesn't like the raincoat, so I have this huge umbrella
Yeah.
that I'm like trying to cover myself, trying to cover my dog.
Yeah,
So
good.
we go out together because in that case it was more like, oh, my dog loves the rain and goes out and gets soaking wet
Right.
all the time, and how can I just have them go out and do their business and come back in, which
Right.
is no problem for my two when it's raining like that. But some dogs like to just be out there
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
then you have to dry them off
Yeah,
every
Mick,
single
Mick
time.
would live in the rain and mud if we let him.
Yes. It's enriching.
It is.
So for them, that's a little bit of enrichment, but not so much fun to have to clean and dry every
Right.
time they come in the house. There is winter towels that lie on the floor
Oh, yeah.
when they come in with their muddy paws, so they walk over, as well as our towel drying game that we did in the first episode.
Yeah, but I like what you started with, Emma, because it's true. Like this time of year, I tend to get holed up inside, and
Yes.
the more I get like that, the harder it is to get out and move, and that's so important for us and
Yeah,
our
I
dogs.
can just dress up warmly too. I mean, like, I know we were talking about indoor games that we could play because we didn't want to go outside.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice for them to get outside
Yeah,
too and
they
not
need
just
vitamin
be in
D.
one space, especially if it's just a cold day and it's not raining. You just dress yourself up warmly and get out there. What I used to find with my last two dogs that love the rain is we had the place to ourselves.
Yeah.
We
so
could just
true.
go out. There was one time
yeah.
we were on Carmel Beach and it was raining so heavy it almost hurt, but they loved it, and we were on the beach and we were the only ones there.
Yeah.
We had just the greatest time because nobody else wanted to be out in it, and we were fine. So if your dog loves it, go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Go for it.
And send us a photo.
And so all right, we're going to wrap up
Yeah.
episode 18. We're looking forward to this new year
Yep.
of some fun episodes ahead, and maybe we'll even videotape ourselves and put it on YouTube.
That's the goal. That's our New Year's goal.
All right, take care, everyone.
Take care.
Thanks for tuning in today, and hope you'll join us for our next episode. You can reach Emma at ecdogtraining.com or on Instagram at ecdog_training, and Kirsten at kwhappydogs.com or on Facebook at kwhappydogs. Don't forget to hit subscribe. See you next time.